Welcome back to Beers Beats Games. Tonight we're doing episode 2 of the vlogcast. Before
This time it's personal.
This
Vlogcast 2, Judgment Day.
So last time we did it with just Kenny and I, but now we're doing it with Alex. It's awesome.
Alex.
We've got some good games prepped up for you, both some old and new stuff, and as well as some tech, and as well as some beers. So we're really pumped about that. Without further ado, let's get started. So, first on the docket, we have Final Fantasy VII.
7 remake,
Perfect.
which everybody's probably excited for if they're a Final Fantasy fan.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, this was the biggest probably E3.
The worst kept secret of E3.
I think it's I'm really I think it's cool that they're doing this, but I think it's kind of funny that the biggest thing to come out of E3 this year was
for
like
PlayStation
a remake.
4, yeah.
And I get it because it's a remake of a seminal game in gaming history.
Yes.
I know a lot of people thinking it's probably about time they made it.
Well, they've been asking for it for fucking years.
Yeah,
so.
I mean they've remade the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
So it's probably about time.
Well, it's just gonna boost Sony's sales too.
Right.
That's what they're thinking about as well.
I guarantee a lot of older gamers.
And there's gonna be a bundle package probably.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. There's gonna be what is this coming out for PS4 too?
This is gonna sell units
Yeah, I would, if there's a lot of older gamers that maybe don't have a
PS4. I don't have a PS4 yet.
That's definitely a game that people are going to buy a system for. It's it's like the Zelda U on the Wii U. Once that drops, there's going to be a ton of people buying Wii's.
Right. Just rebuying stuff that they've had before, but an HD remastered version.
It sounds stupid, but
it works.
People love that shit.
It's a theory,
I love it. We probably it's a nostalgia thing, but
well. And just like we talked about in a Golden Sun episode, we talked about how Pokemon sells time and time again.
Yeah.
And it's because they follow the same formula, and it's because they follow what works.
And that's what I don't want. I don't want them
on
to change too much about this game.
Yeah.
Even though, as you can see in the title, it says
we're
going to make dramatic changes to the
vague.
battle system and the time base.
Classic feel, modern look.
It's an older
exactly.
game.
Why
so,
not?
We're used to certain things. There's a lot of room for improvement. When they did the Ocarina of Time remake, they made the Iron Boots an equipable item. Perfect.
Yep. Oh yeah, exactly.
So
classic feel, modern.
There's
look.
always room for improvement. So hopefully they do that instead of just making it something else that people
square
don't want.
forearms and square fists running around
jacking off.
Yeah.
So tonight we are drinking Vanilla Porter by Breckenridge Brewing Company. It's awesome. It's one of our staple brews.
It's fucking Vanilla Porter.
Good stuff.
What else do we have to say?
Anything else to say about Final Fantasy VII?
I hope they release it
soon
after Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
Another story.
That's it. All right, next. Chrono Trigger Speedrun. We recently checked that out. If you guys missed Summer Games Done Quick, the finale to the entire marathon that was a week long was Chrono Trigger 100% co-op speedrun. They did it in short of 5 hours or right over 5 hours.
That's ridiculous.
That blows me the fuck away because
it's 100%,
if you're coming into this game kind of blind, you will spend 5 hours in the first segment trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
For real.
So,
it's very, very impressive. Also, kudos to them. They raised $1.2 something million for Doctors Without Borders, which is really cool. So, to me, that was a really cool item.
Yeah, we're super into speedruns and specifically this. Organization,
Games Done Quick,
whatever you want to call it,
Games Done Quick.
We watch all their events.
This is good shit, and it's for a good cause.
It's good cause, good production, good audio.
I think it's great because you can learn a lot about speedruns because they've got a bunch of other people there talking about what they're doing, strategies stuff like that. So it's really fun stuff. I got into it when I was watching Zelda speedruns. And then I was like, oh, shit. There's so many awesome shit, speedruns out there. Dude,
I cannot tell you how many people I've followed on Twitch just because they speedrun Zelda games.
Yeah.
ZFG1 specifically. Yeah. He does 100% runs of Ocarina of Time.
God, one of my favorite YouTube videos was from the AGDQ last year where it was ZFG and
Molotov,
and they did the All Dungeons run, a Ocarina of Time race.
Yes.
Each took like different routes.
It was so awesome.
Like that was like 2.5 hours, and I fucking watched that
did it come down
entire
the wire,
thing.
Or no?
Oh, dude, for real.
I think it did.
I think they're within like 20 minutes of each other, but if you consider an All Dungeons race, that's close.
I think it was closer than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
because
we'll
I remember there was one point where like somebody fucked up, and the other one built a lead, but then they fucked up at the end, and so like they caught up, and I'm pretty sure they finished like within.
It's crazy though. They take different routes. It's absolutely amazing. Speedruns are really cool. If you haven't checked out speedruns, check out like a Mario 64 speedrun.
That's good, yeah.
And now ZFG has that route down to like.
Dude, he does because they developed like a new run.
It's insane.
This year, right?
Yeah,
well, I watched his like the spring games or whatever.
Awesome games.
It was awesome. Yeah, like January. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like I think it's one I really want to watch is the Pokemon Blue race.
Blindfold,
yeah.
Yeah.
That blows me away.
Dude, awesome stuff. So Chrono Trigger, we're hyped. We're thinking about playing that. Just kind of not on the channel, but just personally, we're like, man, Chrono Trigger would be fun to just like throw down.
It's a hardcore game, dude.
In so long, like.
Dude, I have it right now on my PS3.
Really?
Mostly,
Let me give you my PS3. It's a fucking. You have to. If you're a fan of RPGs, it's the go-to game.
JRPGs.
Like I think it's cool because like even though it's an old game, like I think it's aged really well.
And
like,
the guy that
I think that about a lot of Super Nintendo games because like before the games came to like 3D, I think they just really mastered like that 2D and like isometric shit. Like I think that stuff ages really well. Like better than like first gen 3D. Right. Like 64 on PlayStation.
And the guy that did the cutscenes did Dragon Ball Z, dude. The art.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
why they look exactly the fucking same.
It's exactly the same. Same with like Dragon Quest. It's like the same
yeah.
It's like his name's like Enuma something.
Dude, so Chrono Trigger is awesome. Yeah. We're just blown away by some of the Summer Games Done Quick stuff that people have thrown out. Some world records set, which is awesome. Once again, we will link the link the Chrono Trigger run. No, we will link the.
Well, we should link that entire like channel.
We should link the channel and then
or
also
at least the playlist or whatever.
The Molotov and ZFG run.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
That's one to check out. For sure.
Next article.
Kind of in the same vein as that, like
Evo 2015 happened earlier. It was earlier in July.
If you like fighting games at all,
head this off, man.
Like if you like fighting games at all, especially like Super Smash Brothers or like Street Fighter 4. Like, this is the thing to check out. It's like the Super Bowl of fighting games.
Especially the new Mortal Kombat that came out.
Oh, dude, I watched some of that top 8 for that.
That game impressed the shit out of me, honestly.
Some games to look out for. Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct. Right? More Street Fighter 4. These guys went topless for it. Boom! Super Smash Bros. Melee. Plump versus Leffen.
You gotta check out.
You need to watch this fight.
This is stupid. Guys. If you guys watch... if you ever Smash competitions, you know that a Samus never appears in the whatever.
Yeah, like he's not a top tier character. Yeah. He knocks off a Fox like convincing.
Yeah,
this is like a super dramatic video. Like like
good stuff.
That video is like Evo in like small package.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, that's what I was looking for.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, some more Ultimate Marvel.
Justin Wong.
You're right.
One of the best.
Justin Wong.
Dude is ridiculous.
Always a good time. That's Marvel vs. Capcom 3. More Melee stuff. Guilty Gear. Mortal Kombat X.
If you watch that other Super Smash Brothers, one of those fighters, Chudat. I don't know if he does it in this video, but like he fights with the Ice Climbers.
Yes.
Which is like
this is an Ice Climber fight.
They do the wobble.
That's an Ice Climber fight. Chudat versus
I would have never thought like you could be competitive with the Ice Climbers, but that dude is ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure doesn't he beat him with the Sopo?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Sopo, or
which
whatever.
is like
the solo.
You gotta. I guess understand what that is, but
versus
it's
the
fucking
Samus.
Ridiculous.
Versus the Samus. So we're nerding out hardcore versus some fighter stuff, but honestly, check out some Evo stuff. We'll link you to this article because it's a great collection of 12 great fights you shouldn't miss. Right there.
They're all great.
That's it. Okay, next article. Fallout
4.
Fucking 4.
God damn it! I mean, come on, it's Fallout 4.
It is.
What else needs to be said?
I mean, there's so many great things to be said about Fallout 4, but like Fallout 3 has been out forever. It's been out for 360. It's been out for PC.
Favorite games ever.
Fallout New Vegas came out.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, dude.
One of them for sure.
It's by Bethesda. They did Skyrim.
Bethesda puts out gold though.
I mean, anything Bethesda put out, it's going to be good.
The thing I like about Bethesda is like the same thing I like about Rockstar. is that they're not fucking Ubisoft. They don't crank out like 3 games from the same series every fucking year. They're not EA. You know, there's not a new fucking Madden. Well, I mean, there is a new fucking Madden. There's not a new Fallout every year. Like, you know, they take time. There's development cycles.
Right.
Ooh, like what a concept.
Yeah. And it's something we said.
They take time to like craft these, you know, huge games that are
right.
You know, that's.
And they're not going to spend bitch ass time about like Hairworks by Nvidia. Like, such as The Witcher did. Right, you know, like, they spent an insane amount of time, like, cooperating with one company. Whereas, like, Bethesda's like, fuck you, I'm going to put out a good game that's, like, going to, like, sell and also just be pleasurable to the user.
And, like,
that's what's important.
I hope that they go the way that Rockstar did and, like, make it, like, really scalable. Like, you know, you can play it, like, really well on, like, a high-end system, but you can also, like, play it pretty well if you got, like, a lower-end system. Like, it's really...
You cranked it. You turn off some filters. You turn down the settings a little bit.
Give the users a lot of options.
And you still have a usable experience.
You know, I really appreciate
that's what's important.
Games this year. So, and you got a dog. Boom.
Perfect.
Fallout.
So Fallout 4 is look for that in the works because
I think it's coming out in like December or something.
Exactly. It's excellent. It's some good stuff. So we're excited about that. We'll definitely be playing some Fallout 4. Probably not on the channel, just because it's going to be such an intensive
game. Just in our lives.
But just overall,
and we don't want to go through a blind playthrough on our channel.
Oh yeah, good lord,
it's not our style. We're professionals.
Go buy your copy and experience that for yourself. Don't watch somebody else play it. Okay, this is you, man.
Okay, I never played Earthbound, but I always want to. So thank you, Wii U console or Virtual Console for giving me the chance to play this for $9.99 instead of having to buy an SNES cartridge for like $80.
For real. Because if you go buy an original Earthbound cartridge for the SNES, once again, you got to buy an SNES if you don't have one.
Yeah.
And then you got to buy the cartridge, which is
super rare in America.
You're spending around $100,
and
like, minimum.
Arguably, what's even cooler is Earthbound is actually a sequel to a game called Mother, which was released only in Japan.
Yeah.
Yep. Never released in the United States. You can also
get Mother 3, right? Or
Mother 3, yeah. And you can also get Mother 2 Earthbound, and Mother 3. I'm pretty sure Mother 3 on the Wii U console, like a game on the original Nintendo that was never released in America.
You can get it on the Virtual Console.
You can now get it on the Virtual Console instead of spending probably $500 to get like a NES cartridge that's in Japanese.
Right, that has the original game.
That's fucking cool.
And one of the characters is named Pooh.
And how goofy is the game? How far are you?
I haven't played it yet. Like I just got it.
It's so goofy, dude.
Have you played it at all, Alex?
I watched and played a little bit.
I know it's supposed to be like super quirky and shit. So
yeah. Oh no, dude!
It looks like Pokemon meets
it's
like
supposed
Golden
to be like
Sun
modern,
meets
like yeah.
And apparently this Giga shit is like super dark. I mean, I'm not going to get into the theories about the main villain and everything.
Dude,
but
the
it's
end villain
is fucked up.
The end villain is weird.
So I know that much going into it. So I'm really excited to play it.
Really pumped. So anything else about Earthbound?
He's got a bat.
He's got a fucking bat. Ness.
So there you go.
Ness motherfucking bat.
Look at that guy. He's like the personification of cool 90s kid.
Yeah.
For real. Jeff is a bitch.
Jeff's a bitch. Poor Jeff.
Pooh is an awesome monk.
I fucking love Pooh. Goddamn. He's got like a bow tie belt. That's just awesome. Alright, so on to some hardware. So, big news. Skylake was released.
That shit dropped today.
Intel's new platform. It's awesome stuff. Specifically, their 6700K is reviewed by everyone in the planet. So, if you want to check out like a real review and you're into tech stuff, go check out like a real review, such as Paul's Hardware, Paul's Hardware, Awesome Sauce Network, and Tech Syndicate.
Non-Tech has one.
Yeah, Ars Technica has a big thing.
Everybody has a review.
This is the Ars Technica review.
I don't think you can actually go on like Newegg and buy the i7 yet.
You can buy DDR3L.
You can buy. They had the i5 up earlier. It was out of stock, so you can't technically buy it yet.
But supposedly this stuff's going to be new. This is their new platform. This is the new socket. You have to buy a new motherboard, new memory, all that kind of stuff because it won't support it will support DDR4. Yeah. But you have to buy DDR3L, which is a new platform, or DDR4. And depending on the motherboard you get, you got to specify the memory that you want to get, things like that. But the big news is, not in their mainstream line, they're still kind of doing the 4 cores, 8 threads total type of thing. But the enterprise stuff, man, they're talking about 8 socket motherboards. 8 socket.
That's fucking
8
ridiculous.
CPUs. Okay, you take 8 CPUs.
When is it going to get to the point where I actually need that stuff, though?
I mean, like, I get it if you're like Amazon Cloud Server, or if you're like...
Okay, but like, you're at, like, even your most, like, enthusiast level gamer, like, what are you going to do with that stuff? It's not for them, obviously.
I'm going to play Skyrim, capped at 60 FPS.
Oh, yeah, what's Skyrim fucking 8?
Yep.
In 15 years?
That's right.
Like, it's cool. Like, I don't know, the thing about Skylake is, like, if you already have, like, a Haswell or a Sandy Bridge, like, don't bother.
Well,
like,
there's some performance gains, but in terms of gaming, okay, you're talking about gaming versus productivity. Productivity, you have gains. Gaming, it's okay-ish.
But, like, even...
It's a 14 nanometer, it's going to be less heat, it's going to be less wattage, like, they're talking about 95 watt TDPs, like, all that kind of stuff.
But, I mean, as far as the price goes, like, you're going to be paying as much as the chip that you already got. I mean...
Yep.
I think you only really need to get it for, like, building a new system.
There's a price to pay for Bleeding Edge. And if you're Bleeding Edge, go grab a Skylake. If not, if you're like me and you want to save money, just recently, like as per our update video, I'll link to that too. I upgraded to a platform that was not the newest. I didn't upgrade to X99. I upgraded to Z97, and I saved a lot of money doing so. So if you're interested in something like that and you want to get realistic gaming performance, you can do that.
Debatably, until like a week ago, that probably would have been the Bleeding Edge.
And it would have been.
Yeah.
Because X99 was only like applicable in some situations. But we can get into that another time. For now, this is a really cool platform that we know not a lot about at this point. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see in the next vlogcast.
So that's pretty cool.
Windows 10 just came out. It is installed on the system that we are recording on right now.
I'm looking at Windows 10.
I am loving it.
It's majestic.
Now, there are some cool changes. There are some cool changes to File Explorer. There are some cool changes such as Cortana if you want to use that kind of thing. If you liked Windows 8 and you also liked Windows 7, I would suggest the upgrade. Once again, if you have a Windows 7 or Windows 8 valid license, you can upgrade for free, which is awesome. Just make sure you choose some of the advanced settings that you have during the update process. If it's like, hey, we suggest the Express settings, you should be like, fuck you, Express settings.
Most advanced users do that anytime they install anything.
Yes.
So you should continue that trend.
Yes.
It's like,
choose advanced settings.
Would you like this free toolbar that comes with this MP3 program? I would love it, virus.
Yes. That's the kind of shit, man. Like people get in trouble by doing stuff that you use
next, fucked.
That's it, right there. So do the upgrade if you feel like you want to use a new operating system, but pay attention to the settings. Pay attention to the settings. That's the big thing. That's the only thing that I have about Windows 10. It's awesome. There's not a lot of bugs. It's a very stable release for launch day. And if you
figure.
Right. And if you opt out of certain settings, you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say about Windows 10.
So did you upgrade from a previous operating system, or did you buy a new license?
So what I did was I had a Windows 7 valid license. I upgraded from 7 to 10, and then from 10, if you pull your key from that, using Magic Jelly Bean or something that pulls your actual retail key that's valid and everything, I did a fresh install because I'm a big fan.
I was going to ask about that.
I'm a big fan of fresh installs.
So there's no way to do a fresh install from the upgrade?
No. But the upgrade to a fresh install, there's some performance gain, but there's not a lot. If you had a laptop, I would just do the upgrade.
So can you, is there any way that you can, download an ISO or anything like that?
Yes. You can download an ISO file, but what it's going to require is a valid install key. So the advantage to doing the upgrade route is you can
you can only do that after you've already upgraded?
Correct.
Is that the idea?
Then you pull your key, and then you can do a valid install.
Okay.
But the thing behind upgrading is it ties your hardware to it. So I know this is kind of nerdy, but if it ties your hardware to it, then you have a valid 10 license associated with your specific computer. Then from there, your key is tied to your computer, then you're good.
Okay.
That's what's important.
Did you have to do? Were there any like driver incompatibilities that you ran into or anything like that?
Nothing that I couldn't get from the manufacturer website. Because I do custom builds, and because I do part for part builds, I had to go to ASUS's website because that's my motherboard manufacturer and get some specific drivers. I had to get the official NVIDIA driver for my graphics card. Other than that, it downloaded 90% of my drivers.
So in general, from it worked out of the box, so to speak.
90%, yes.
Cool.
My biggest complaint is it tries to download NVIDIA drivers for you, where you could get better ones from their site, and also my USB 3 drivers, but that's beside the point because that's not a typical user experience.
Okay.
Good stuff. That's enough rambling about that. Alex, take it away
with the fun shit.
Some fucking brewing company stuff. Let's do it, man.
Dude. I feel like I have to learn how to talk again. No, I had this beer just the other day.
What was it?
Escape. It's this Escape IPA. And honestly,
part of the classic series.
It's probably up there with Ranger, dude.
For real?
Really?
Oh, dude.
Dude, I'm excited to try this out.
Like I drank the 6-pack almost in one night.
Nice.
What's this?
So good.
What's this guy in the Cross Fever? Is that like a bicycler?
He's a cyclist.
I thought it was like a hockey guy at first, but then I saw he's wearing a little helmet.
Colorado Avalanche, no. Man, cyclist. This is some beef.
That's a cow. That's cool. I like cows.
Some sails, some mountains, skis.
Is that a chick? Oh, it's a
Majora's Mask.
I thought it was a chicken, but it's a rhino.
It's a cock.
It's a cock.
Ooh, that is a dry. He needs some fucking moisture.
Seriously, he looks like the Elephant Man.
Yeah, that's it. So, you had the Escape.
See, and that's the only one I saw at the store I was at, but I want to try to find some more. It's from Denver and Salt Lake City, Utah. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want Pfeiffer Horn Lager.
Yeah, Salt Lake City and Denver. So we're excited to try some of this. It's gonna be awesome. Some goofy looking guys, but some awesome looking beer. I'm excited about it.
They look like brewmasters.
They do.
They look like the kind of people that would put a cow on their fucking beer bottle.
We might try the Escape first, but we will definitely try out some other
available.
I get it. Rhino.
What is the Rhino? Is it pale ale? Is there a red one? Is there a red ale?
There's no H in that name.
I don't see one.
No, there's another IPA over there. What's
IPA,
that?
Wheat beer, porter, lager, pale ale, amber ale, and lager. Man,
we have a special order it.
Yep.
No.
So these guys, some brewmasters, we're looking forward to that.
Sponsor.
Also, Oscar Blues, Old Chub. We've been meaning to have this for a while, but we are going to have it, man.
We got to get some Old Chub on the show.
Dude, for real. They're 8%. Jaw-dropping Scottish ale, Scottish strong ale, 8%. Specialty grains, Beechwood smoked malt.
It'll make your liver squeal.
Ooh, a wee bit of smoke. That's good. You don't want too much.
No.
Yeah.
And it's green, so I like green shit.
Good stuff.
Old Chub, we're going to check it out. We're going to have it. It's going to be awesome.
I've actually never had one. Have you guys?
I've had something from Oscar. I've had Oscar Blues before. I'm not sure. I've had like a mix from them. I'm not sure if I've had Old Chub before.
We've had like one or two from them on the channel.
I might have, but it's top-rated Scottish Elf.
Yep.
Ale. Excuse me.
That's it.
Looks like an F.
It does look like Elf. That's so awesome. So, don't forget, tonight we were talking about some awesome stuff. We were drinking Vanilla Porter from Breckenridge Brewing Company. Get your hands on that shit. We talked about a lot of tech stuff, a lot of game stuff, and a lot of beer stuff. So, if you have a suggestion of what we should talk about next time, what you liked about this episode, what you think we should do for this vlogcast, let us know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video. What else?
I like turtles.
Sub-fucking-scribe.
I hate you.
You hate turtles, or you hate
I hate Kenny so much.
You hate,
just kidding, I love him.
That's what my dad says.
You hate turtles, though.
I actually do.
Just kidding, my dad
loves
me.
I like a turtle here and there. They make me happy.
Good old turtle.
I like turtle soup.
That's it.
Yeah.
Turtles are best when they're in your stomach.
That's it.
Crunchy, all that. Okay.
It's a texture thing. You know, some people like it, some people don't. It's like escargot.
What? Escargot?
Well, you know, tomato.
Given the country.
Oh shit!
Escargot.
next time, BBG. Don't forget to comment and like on the video as well as subscribe if you're not already. Check out our other vlogcast, our pilot to this whole series. Let us know what you think about this episode.
And Wind Waker.
Check out our Wind Waker stuff. It's awesome. We'll see you guys
on the flippity flip.
Drink some beer.